Take the order, salute the flag, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Pope. Here. Mr. Chapman.
Here.
Mr. Farinella.
Here.
Mr. Giannakis. Mrs. Miller.
Here.
Mr. Pender. Mr. Sesselberg.
Here.
Mr. Cassio.
Here.
Mr. Panisi.
Here.
In accordance with the terms of the Sunshine Law, adequate notice of this meeting was posted in all school buildings, the administration building, the borough clerk's office, police headquarters, public library, 4 newspapers, and tap into South Plainfield on January 6, 2023. Please be advised there's no smoking on school grounds inside or outside at any time. Please silence all electronic devices.
Thank you. No additions or deletions. We've got superintendent's report.
Thank you, Mr. Panisi. This week we have our student representative, I'm going to say this right, Ikena Ibeku. Ikena is a student council president for South Plainfield High School. As a representative of the high school, he will be providing information to the public regarding all the great happenings at the high school. So welcome.
No, just hit the button.
Good evening, all in attendance. My name is Ikena Ibeku, and I'm the student council president here in South Plainfield High School. Just to introduce myself a little bit, I'm the captain of the basketball team, and I'm also the president of our school's Key Club, which is a community service organization. Additionally, I'm part of our school's National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, and I'm one of the founding members of our school's new Black Student Union. I'm also an active member of our school's Model United Nations and Student Leaderships Club. With that being said, before I dive into this beginning of the school year at SPHS, I'd like to thank Dr. Tansey, Ms. Miliska, and all board members for giving me the opportunity to speak here today. Your commitment to giving the students and the staff a voice is very much appreciated. Now, to give an overall summary, the beginning of the school year here at South Plainfield High School was very smooth. The administration made some changes as far as scheduling wise that seemed to really work. And now I'd like to talk about some of the events we have coming up. First, next Tuesday we have the club fair, which is where the wide variety of clubs at our school are going to get to advertise themselves for the new students or any returning students in order for them to join and for them to express their interest in all of them. It's going to take place during our lunch and intervention periods, which will allow students not to miss any class time to go and see all the clubs we have at our school. Next, we have our annual homecoming dance. It's going to take place Thursday, October 12th from 6 to 9 at the Grand Centurions in Clark. Our theme for the homecoming dance is still to be determined, but our ticket sales are going to start tomorrow for seniors to give them a first priority. And then next Tuesday, we're going to have it available for all students. Additionally, we have the PSAT testing coming up next month. The PSAT is a great practice for the actual SAT, which is probably the most widely used standardized test in the college application process. Additionally, with the PSAT, students could earn a wide range of scholarships and awards from their scores of the PSAT. For example, with my PSAT score last year, I was awarded with College Board's African American National Recognition Program. For the students, the PSAT is for sophomores and juniors. So for the freshmen and seniors, we're going to have a 90-minute delayed opening. And for the students who need to be here because of the bus wise, we're going to have them sitting in on assembly. Finally, we are hosting a blood drive on October 4th, open to all students and staff. I'd like to recognize Ms. Benton and student Stefania Leonardis for their efforts in organizing this blood drive and their commitment to service and trying to help our nation's blood shortage. To conclude, I'd like to talk about the sports. The fall sports season is underway. We encourage everybody to come check some of our teams out by looking at the athletic calendar on our website. To talk about some teams individually, last Thursday the football team defeated North Plainfield, our rivals, with a score of 20-19, lifting the Myers Trophy for the second consecutive year. The field hockey team is currently on a 3-game winning streak, but I think recently they just made it 4 today. Our boys soccer team and girls volleyball team each earned their first wins this past week. And every other week, our marching band and color guard continue to put on outstanding performances. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Great job. A reminder to the public that the middle school back to school night is tomorrow, the 21st, and Grant's back to school night is scheduled for September 28th. There's a couple things I had on my list here that I think you stole my thunder. But the NJGPA testing has been scheduled. The math portion is scheduled for October 10th, and the ELA section is scheduled for the 12th. There are extra support classes running in the morning and after school. All students have been informed of the support, but just a little extra out there so the parents and guardians know. As mentioned, the PSATs are scheduled for October 11th. Grades 10 and 11 and a handful of 9th graders will also be participating in that. As mentioned, there will be a delayed opening, and it'll be the first time that the PSATs are offered on as a computer-based testing. Our sports teams are off to an amazing start. Just to, for those of you that don't have the opportunity to take a look at the calendar, our football team is away this Friday. They're playing JP Stevens. Field hockey, they are playing tomorrow at Monroe, and now we're on our fourth win in a row. Cross country has a meet scheduled for September 30th, boys and girls in Homedale. Girls volleyball is home this Friday versus JFK. Girls tennis, GMCs are next week. The first round starts on Wednesday, the 27th in Veterans Park. Girls soccer is home on the 23rd. They're playing St. Thomas. Boys soccer is home on Monday, the 25th. They're playing Perth Amboy. And gymnastics is home on Tuesday, the 26th, playing Piscataway. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Public comments on proposed resolutions? Seeing none. Moving on, can I have a motion to approve private board minutes?
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
Where's Jim?
No, come on.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Booth?
Yes.
Mr. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. Farinella?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Susselberg?
I think this is supposed to be August 16th or something, but I'm staying on the 16th, I wasn't here.
Mr. Casio?
Yes.
Mr. Panisi?
Yes. Curriculum 1 through 5, can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Booth?
Yes.
Mr. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. Farinella?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Susselberg?
Yes.
Mr. Casio?
Yes.
Mr. Panisi?
Yes. Policy 1 and 2, motion?
So moved.
Second,
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Booth?
Yes.
Mr. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. Farinella?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Susselberg?
yes.
Mr. Casio?
Yes.
Mr. Panisi?
Yes. Personnel 1 through 4, motion, please?
Motion.
Second,
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Booth?
Yes.
Mr. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. Farinella?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Susselberg?
yes.
Mr. Casio?
Yes.
Mr. Panisi?
Yes. Finance 1 through 18, have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
I have a question about the list, Bill.
Yes.
Oh, no, sorry, Mr. Chair.
Oh. Okay. Any other non-questions? Roll call, please.
Mr. Booth?
Yes.
Mr. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. Farinella?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Susselberg?
Yes.
Mr. Casio?
Yes.
Mr. Panisi?
Yes. Public comments on any item? Seeing none. Board member comments, but I'm still off. Take the start off. Yeah, we just had some bad news that one of our former English teacher, Donna Egan, passed away suddenly on Monday. Many board members here have children who actually know who were taught by her. We did have one board member who's not here today who was taught by her, Demon. It was sudden and it was devastating. She just retired last year. You know, condolences to the family. I know services are going to be at the South Lincoln Funeral Home 4 to 8, 5 to 8 on Friday. But again, condolences to those terrible news. Okay. Bill?
Yeah, just to add to the condolences, Donna was like well-known, well-respected in the school, but she was also a friend of mine and my late wife's, and Tommy, her husband, were friends. But two things that were probably not known about Donna was she and a few other people from the library started the first amateur theater group in the town, Theater Unlimited, back in the late 60s, early 70s. And also, she was so dedicated to education that right after she got out of high school, she actually ran for Board of Ed as soon as she was old enough to do it. She was unsuccessful, but that just exemplified the dedication she had to education, and then she became a substitute teacher, went alternate track, and became a respected English teacher here. So she will be missed. My kids had her, and it was a shock on a few levels. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd just like to say the same thing. Our thoughts and deepest sympathy go out to Donna's family. She was an instrumental part of the high school English department before retiring last year. And, you know, as PL and Bill said, many of our kids had her, and I was at her son's wedding. I mean, it really was devastating to hear that news. But to go on to a few other things, I just want to welcome back our staff and students. Hope you all have an enjoyable and successful school year. And I just want to talk a little bit about two of our retirees who are retiring, you know, in the next couple of weeks. Kathy Riley, high school guidance, and Jackie Barton, high school Spanish. You both have been instrumental members of our high school family. Jackie, both of my girls learned Spanish from you. You did a phenomenal job of teaching, as well as the Spanish Club and Honor Society. You were always patient and caring with your students, always available for extra help when needed. You were passionate about teaching, and it was reflected in your classroom every day. Kathy Riley, again, one of my daughters had her as a guidance counselor. She was an instrumental part of our high school guidance department. You were always available to offer guidance to the students and their parents, whether it be a student's course of study or college applications. You were an expert in all things guidance. Parents know their child was in the best of hands while seeking help with guidance with college decisions, applications, and the overall college process. You always treated each student as though they were your own. That is how much you care. You were never too busy to help out, even after hours. You were always a fixture at project graduation, there to help out and bid farewell to our seniors, staying well into the wee hours of the morning. We are truly grateful to both of you for your years of service to the children of South Plainfield, and I hope you both thoroughly enjoy the exciting next chapter of your lives. You both deserve it.
Thank you. Any other comments? Tommy?
Just a couple things. First of all, your report was excellent. That's what we expect when the students come up here. That's what I appreciate. Giving a detailed report like that about what's going on in school with the students, I commend you for that. It was excellent. Number two, I'm looking at it's nice to see that the harassment, intimidation, bullying report, a lot of zeros on here. That's great. I think it's a testament to, hopefully, I think these kids are coming out of this COVID attitude where they're coming out where they're not being having some awkwardness in social environment and being around the adults and their peers, and I think it's great to see that. I did witness that at the 9/11 event memorial at the middle school last week. Those kids were well behaved. They paid attention. They were respectful, and I think it's just great to see the kids, you know, getting back into the swing of things and being kids again, and being respectful at the same time. So it's a commend to the children as well. Thank you.
Any other comments? Okay, seeing none, we do have to go to executive session. It's going to be very short. And when we come out, all we're doing is coming out to adjourn. So just let the public know.
No action.
One of you.
No action.
No action will be taken.
Don't
All
order
right.
DoorDash.
Yeah. Okay, resolved pursuant to Open Public Meeting Act, the board meeting closed session to discuss confidential matters pertaining to personnel. Be it further resolved that the matters discussed in the closed session shall be made public as soon as the need for confidentiality no longer exists. Can I have a motion to accept?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. We're going to the executive.
very close to home.
Have a motion for adjournment?
Sure, no. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Adjourned.